Hello, in this example we're going to interpret a box plot. Okay, so box plot is a good visual representation of your data to see average and spread of the data. A typical box plot looks like this. It has the minimum and a maximum. This is the median. This is the first quartile, and this is the second quartile, third quartile. The range is from maximum to minimum. All right, and that's often not a good measure to use because if you have outliers, it will throw off your interpretation of how spread out the data is. So better measure is the interquartile range, which is the size of the box, Q3 minus Q1, right? So that's another, the IQR tells you the spread of 50%, the middle 50% of your data. Another thing to remember about box plots is that basically these bars cuts your data set. Your data set is ordered from lowest to highest, and each of these regions contain 1/4 or 25% of your data. So it's the same number of data points in each part of the box plot, right? If the different parts are different sizes, it just means that in that region the data is more spread out. It doesn't mean you have less or more points, it just means there's more spread. Right? So let's look at this box plot right here. Think of an example in words where the data might fit into the above box plot. In 2 to 5 sentences, write down the example. Okay? So this box plot right here, it doesn't have a left whisker, so that means that there are a bunch of repeated data. There's a bunch of zeros here because the mean and Q1, so we need the minimum and Q1 to equal the same value. Alright, so I need a lot of zeros. Okay, so let's come up with an example. Let's say I have 20 different data points. So at least if I cut 20 into 4, I get 5 in each group. So at least 6 of them have to be zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is like 1/4 of them. And then I might have in this region, so this is like Q1 here. And I need the median to be around 20. So here we need numbers between 0 and 20. So maybe I have 0, 2, 5, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 20. We need 5 numbers in each set. Then this one is to 100. This is Q3. So here I need 5 data points that range from 20 to 100. So 30, 40, 50, 60, 95. It doesn't have to be exactly 100. Yeah, it's not exactly 100, right? It's more like 95 or 90. Let's make it 90. And then the maximum is at 150. And again, I need 5 data points that go to 50. So maybe 100, 110, 120, 130, 140. Let's just jump to 150. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is your max. Right, so here's an example of a data set that we have that box plot. Okay, so the minimum value is 0. Q1 is 0. It makes this. The median is 20. Let's fix this because it's not quite 20. Maybe I can go 15. I could go 15 here and 25 here, and that would average out to a median of 20. then I have my Q3 is at like 90. So again, maybe I can make it so it averages to 90. So let's have 80 on this side and 100 on this side, so it averages to 90, and then the maximum is 150. All right, and they're the same number of data points, 5 data points in each. So what would generate this data points? So we have a bunch of zeros and a few low numbers and a bunch of high numbers that are more spread out. Maybe if I ask people, how much money do you have in your wallet? In your wallet. Right, this might generate this data. So a bunch of people would have, I have no money in my wallet, I only carry credit cards. So that would be a lot of them. And then a few people have, 5 people have a little bit of money, and other people have a bunch more, and some people have on the higher end. Okay, but obviously this is one example. You can come up with more. All right, part B says, what does it mean to have the first and the second quartile so close together, while the second to third quartiles are far apart? Okay, so they both contain the same number of data points, but in between the first and second quartile, the range of values is close together, right? So a range of values between Q1 and Q2, which is the median, are close together. Okay, so we're going from like 0 to 15 or 0 to 20. Your 5 values are squeezed in between those close values. But between Q2 and Q3, they're more spread apart. The range of values in that region is more spread. So range of values between median, which is Q2, and Q3 is more spread out. Right. But they both contain the same number of data points. So both regions contain the same number of data points. All right, that's it.